Everyone. My name is Vedsai, and I'm from Team 4, the Bees, and I'm from the App Inventor Track. Our app we made was called MReduce, and our theme is climate change and environmental risk mitigation. Meet the Bees. Our team members are me, Davis, Alexis, Sai, Sumed, Nadia, and Caitlin. Our mentors are Kieran Amanigo.
Industrial agriculture is a key driver in the generation of greenhouse gases. This is due to the use of fake fertilizers, pesticides, heavy machinery, loss of forest cover, waste, and transportation. All of these processes emit large amounts of methane. Methane emissions from farms contribute about 11.2% of the greenhouse gases that cause climate change. As temperatures rise, weather patterns change and the natural balance is disrupted. A large number of life forms on Earth are at risk from this.
Meet John. John is part of the newer generation of farmers that will take over the farms across the globe. John only knows a little about the effect that global warming will have on farming, and he currently uses no apps to calculate the methane output of his livestock.
Unfortunately, many farmers are in the same situation as John. We asked the question, do you know about the effects of farming on the environment in our survey? The results were concerning. 58% said no, 14% said they knew a little bit, and 28% said yes. From this, we can conclude that most farmers know little to nothing about the effect that farming has on global warming. We also asked the question, do you currently use an app that helps you calculate methane output? 100% said that they do not use an app that helps to calculate methane emissions. But on the another question where we asked, are you willing to use an app to help minimize methane output? The result was overwhelmingly positive, with 100% answering yes. Our solution that will address these problems is MReduce. Using the amount of livestock that a person enters, it will calculate their total methane emissions. We also have an AI assistant in the app that will make it easy for people to educate themselves on the effects of global warming and gain information about the next steps. Using these features, farmers can quickly and easily take action. Here's our app demo. This is the home screen for MReduce. So all you have to do is say how much cows you have. Say I have 5 cows, and each of them eat 440 kgs of dry matter with 1 month. Close it. Calculate methane, and that's how much my methane in kilograms for the year. And now I can go to my second screen. It's an AI screen, and I can say much methane for cows. Enter. And now I get the methane emissions for cows. You'd ask this because usually you'd have more than one type of animal on a farm. So you can see each individual one. I can even say how much land for my cows, and it'll give me land also. And you can ask what to do with extra land. It'll give you advice on that, and you can also ask how can I reduce my emissions, and you can also ask what kind of effect does global warming have on farming, stuff like that. And now you have a question mark here, which is our help screen.
Our app has some competition. Some of our main competitors are Normative and Sustaining Life. These companies work with large corporations to decrease carbon footprint. Unlike their companies, MReduce can work for farms big and small. A second advantage we have is that they charge extremely large amounts of money for their service. We charge nothing, which can make it accessible to farmers everywhere.
Unfortunately, due to time constraints, we were not able to add in all the features that we wanted. If given time, however, our first plan of action would be to improve our AI. We wish to increase the amount of data that it can take and also increase the amount of questions that it can answer. Our second plan would be to increase the scope of the app to also include plants. This will bring in a lot more users from a lot more different demographics. Our third plan is to make the app customizable based on the region that it's in. For example, changing livestock choice and languages. Our fourth plan would be to make an in-app currency that will be exchanged for eco-friendly food for the animals and plants. But with all that said and done, why should you care about climate change? Well, for starters, the main cause of climate change is rising CO2 levels caused by human interference with the environment, such as deforestation and burning fossil fuels. Some of the results of climate change are droughts and floods, which are both detrimental to farmers, which is the main demographic that we're trying to help. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Do you have any questions?